Yo guys, what's up? It's WarSpirit back today with some more Titanfall DLC. This time we're on the map Swampland, and it's a very open sort of map apart from all these trees that are going to be in the way of you. So I am going to be using the carbine here. I don't really use the carbine very much at all, so my skills with it aren't amazing or anything. And I also don't really like the H-Cog. I'm not sure why I had it on here, but I usually use iron sights with it. This was just the carbine class that I did have, and since I don't usually play carbine, I thought I would give it a shot and show you guys a little bit of carbine gameplay on my YouTube channel, although it's only like the first minute of this video that is actually carbine gameplay, and the rest of it is in my first Stryder Titan, which I call in, which does last the whole game. And that's something I wanted to bring up in this video, since the majority of it will be Titan gameplay. Titanfall is a mech shooter, and I think some people still haven't realised that yet. They think it's still a Call of Duty game with mechs and parkour pilot gameplay. And it's really not. It does have a really heavy focus on the mechs, on the Titans. I mean, another famous mech shooter, I guess, the only one that I really know of is Hawken. But Titanfall is like those games, and if you don't like Titan gameplay, or you think Titans are OP, then Titanfall's probably not the game for you, because Titans just have a key role in pretty much every game mode. I see all the time people complaining about Titans in Titanfall, and I think it's just pretty stupid that people even consider complaining about Titans. And I know a lot of people as well would much rather watch me parkouring around maps, gunning everyone down with my little SMG or shotgun or something. But honestly, the majority of my games are spent in Titans like this. If I'm having a good run, then I will be in Titans for the full game. In competitive matches, obviously, Titans go down a lot faster, but it's still in competitive. Titans are a really heavy focus of the match, and Titan control and Titan management is the key to victory in any game of Titanfall as well. So it's a little bit harder for me to get gameplays of things that I actually want to play because of the new playlists that Respawn have changed around in Titanfall. So there's no Pilot Hunter or Capture the Flag playlists anymore, which is horrible. So I'm stuck playing Variety Pack all the time, which means my 1% total time played of Last Titan Standing has now increased to 2% Last Titan Standing played, and yeah, those games last at least about 15 minutes each, so I'm stuck playing Last Titan Standing and Attrition and all this other crap all the time just to try and find me some games of Capture the Flag and Pilot Hunter that is actually enjoyable. So I know it's kind of shit, but can't really do anything much about it just now. I did go on the Respawn live stream. I'm not too sure what it was exactly, but they were live streaming anyway, official Respawn devs, and they only had like 100 viewers. Like, that was their peak on an official Respawn developer live stream for Titanfall, which is pretty disappointing if you ask me. I'm not sure why more people weren't watching like the actual developers of Titanfall play their own game. Like, if it was a Call of Duty stream or another game, I imagine there would be lots of people actually tuning in to watch developers play their game and chat about the game. So I imagine they'd be answering questions during the live stream, and I think most other people that were watching as well were thinking that they would answer some questions about the game, so people were posting their questions there in the chat. But the answers that they gave, well, they didn't really give any answers to any question that was asked during their live stream. There was one guy reading out all the comments. Like, anytime someone posted a comment, this one guy would read it out, and actually got to the point where another guy said you don't actually need to read out all the questions, because some of the questions were pretty retarded and stuff like that, pretty insulting to them. But the guys just pretty much read them out, and then the rest of the developers, which were all sitting there's quite a few of them as well, sitting there in the office, sitting playing Titanfall on the Xbox, they just laughed at the questions. They didn't answer them or anything, or if they did say anything about them, they just said, oh, we're not talking about that right now. So like, it was kind of a pointless live stream, and I wasn't really there to watch the gameplay anyway. I was just there to tell them to bring back Capture the Flag, so I was sitting there spamming them with bring back Capture the Flag, hashtag bring back CTF, hashtag rest in peace CTF. This, I guess they got pretty annoyed because actually I didn't get banned first. Some other guy commented saying bring back CTF as well, and he got timed out for like 10 minutes, and then like it got a bit awkward after that point in the live stream. I was just like, so they didn't actually read out any of the CTF questions. Like, that was the ones the guy would skip every time. He read out every comment apart from the CTF comments. So I was like, what are your guys' comments on the uproar that removing CTF caused, because it's all over Reddit and it's all over the PC forums in Titanfall. No one is a fan really of this. They said it's going to benefit our experience. It doesn't benefit our experience at all, because we would much rather sit and wait 10 minutes to find a CTF game than play attrition ever. Like, that is what the views of CTF players are. They do not want to play attrition, they want to play CTF, and we don't even care if it's a 10-minute waiting time. I mean, it's not our fault it's a 10-minute waiting time, that's Respawn's fault as well for their shitty matchmaking system. If we had a server browser, we wouldn't need to have any waiting time, we would just see a CTF server. There'd probably be quite a few CTF servers, to be honest, and we'd see one with a free slot and just click on it and play in it. So, I mean, it's absolutely retarded that they don't have a server browser on a PC game in 2014. But anyway, the guy would skip every single CTF question. When I brought up the uproar about removing CTF, what that caused, I basically got banned as well from the Twitch channel. So I waited the 600 seconds just to come back and see what they were saying after that. When my ban ran out, I just said another bring back CTF, hashtag rip CTF, and got another little timeout there for another 10 minutes, and then I think third time lucky they just fucking gave up and permanently banned me from their Twitch TV channel. So that was a pretty funny live stream, but there were quite a few other guys there backing me up and saying bring back CTF as well, and it was just funny that they were like just completely ignoring all the CTF comments and like banning people who mentioned CTF. There was quite a few ban hammers going down, especially when they only had, like, on average they had about 40 viewers, and they were banning people for mentioning CTF who were just there to tell them to bring back CTF. Still not very happy with some of the changes Respawn have made. Like, I love Titanfall, I don't like complaining about it. I don't like making YouTube videos either, which are full of complaints or me bitching about the game, because it doesn't usually go down well with the viewer base. People usually like happy motivational videos where people are just like, oh my god, this game's so fucking awesome. And it is. I love the game. I just wish they would make so many bad decisions all the time about, I don't know, little changes they're making. I mean, they haven't made that many bad decisions. It's just some of them have been absolutely terrible decisions, and it's just had a massive impact on the game for me and a lot of other players as well, obviously. So I hope you enjoyed that mostly mech shooter gameplay there, and thanks very much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.